What's up, solutionaries? What's up? Let me get the mic straight. Let's get straight. Let's get straight because we got to talk about a lot today. We got to talk about a whole lot today, guys. Listen, I'm convinced. I'm convinced, solutionaries. I'm convinced America's bleeding, and I'm convinced it's by design. It's by design. Welcome everybody to Solutionary, where Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern, we talk about politics, we talk about culture, we talk about the bread and circuses, we talk about everything, but we also talk about turning it into a solution. It doesn't make sense to talk about the bullshit if you can't turn into bullshit, any of the bullshit, into the good shit. My name is Maj Toure. Thank you all for tapping in. If you're coming in, if you're watching this on youtube.com/Maj Toure, smash that like button. Wherever you at, smash the like button. If you're watching this on rumble.com/Maj Toure, smash the like button. The algorithm likes the likes. These platforms are all throttled by Big Daddy government. Why? Because they don't want you to have genuine discussions about things and creating solutions to these problems. They want us to only focus on the football game, the basketball game, and it's not a knock to nobody. It's not a knock. It's not a knock at all. But we also got to have our absolute... Hold on, somebody calling me, y'all. Yes. On the live. I'm on the live. What's up? Anyway, guys, this is what happens. We don't do the Hollywood. We're not filtered at Solutionary. If you're coming in, guys, hit that like button. Obviously, you guys know we're trying to get $200 in support for our work. If you aren't aware of our work with Black Guns Matter and the Solutionary Lifestyle, we give free classes on civics, conflict resolution, de-escalation, firearms basics, phlebotomy. We got a community center. We're trying to buy that building. We need a lot of work, guys. We need I did the math. We need $1,800 at the $100 level to end the fundraising. And I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. That shit is difficult. But anyway, we'll go back into that in a second. If you're coming in, hit that comment section. If you got some questions, if you got the super chats, we try to get 10 folks to donate $20 at every single live. It's very important. We keep this content going because of your voluntary donations. We keep the classes going because of your voluntary donations. Speaking of the classes, tomorrow, Chicago. We in Chicago tomorrow, guys. We got Chicago, we got Cleveland, we got Baton Rouge, we got Phoenix, we got St. Louis. We got all of that for the month of October. We appreciate you all. We are putting the information in the minds and hearts of the people based on your voluntary donations. So if you're watching this on YouTube or whatever platform you're watching it on, let's get 10 folks. Wait a little while. I mean, if y'all want to jump in and just donate the super chat, that's great. But wait a little while till you get some of the value from this thing. If you're watching this on X right now, I'm going to ask you to repost this because we're going to go into it. The Biden administration sparing $750 for the American people. Now, I know some of y'all think that when I put these titles up, when they put these titles up, this is just some like, oh, this clickbait. There's no way that the Biden-Harris administration put up $750 for the people. The death toll is over 128, folks, the last I checked, of Hurricane Helene. But we're going to go deeper into this today, all right? That's what we talk about. Shouts to our brother Bobby Baltimore tapping in. Shouts to Adewale Ajayi. I think I'm saying that right. If you guys coming in, hit the like button. Let's get the likes up. We need the likes up on all of this shit, okay? If you're watching on Twitter, X. Who calls it Twitter still? I still call it Twitter. I'm trying to get up with the times. But if you're watching that over there, just hit the repost button. I want to read something to y'all real quick. Start it out. Feds says there's no money left. Wait a minute. Let's not even do that one. Let's stop. I want to take y'all back real quick. I want to show y'all this. This is what Kamala Harris just said. Okay?
Relief and assistance that we have been providing has included FEMA providing $750 for folks who need immediate needs being met, such as food, baby formula, and the like. And you can apply now for anyone who's watching this who has been affected. There are FEMA personnel who are going door to door to interact personally with folks, especially those who do not have electricity. but also that aid, if you have electricity, can be applied for online.
Y'all hear
And
this?
I encourage people to do that. FEMA will just basically verify your address, and then the process should take.
Let me play this again, guys.
The
I want to play
federal
this again.
relief and assistance that we have been providing has included FEMA providing $750 for folks who need immediate needs being met, such as food, baby formula, and the like. And you can apply now for anyone who's watching this who has been affected. There are FEMA personnel who are going door to door to interact personally with folks, especially those who do not have electricity. But also that aid, if you have electricity, can be applied for online. And I encourage people to do that. FEMA will just basically verify your address, and then the process should take.
Guys, this is someone running that is a part of the current presidential executive branch administration. She's been there for the last 3.5, going on 4 years. This is the person that they've got in front of the people saying, we're going to have FEMA give y'all $750. This is real time. This ain't clickbait on my part. I participate in the clickbait here and there, but this ain't it. This ain't it. I just put up some clickbait. I said the video, because I don't know if y'all saw this. Did y'all see the video at Diddy's party? Go over to my Instagram page and you'll be able to see that. I put that up there. It's a little bit of clickbait because it's Diddy in the video, right? It's the next to most recent post, and just swipe. But anyway, this ain't clickbait. This is the person running to be arguably the most powerful political person in the world, saying that we're going to give Americans in one of the most devastating hurricanes since Katrina. This may rival Katrina. Okay? She's saying we're going to give y'all $750. And I know some of y'all might say, well, what's up with the long, why the little number? Why this little ass number? Why is this the one? Okay? And I'm going to play something else for y'all real quick. I want y'all to look at this. This is where we at in the game. This is where we are at in the game. Feds say there's no money left to respond to hurricanes. After FEMA spent $1.4 billion on migrants. I want to say that again. Feds say there's no money left to respond to hurricanes after FEMA spent $1.4 billion on migrants. Let's read on. Homeland, this is from, what is this? This is the New York Post, guys. Washington. Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas set off outrage Wednesday when he told reporters that the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, does not have the funds to see Americans through the rest of the Atlantic hurricane season. After the agency spent more than $1.4 billion since the fall of 2022 to address the migrant crisis. Let me stop right there. How we address and handle the migrant crisis is pack them up, bang that U-turn. Pack them up, bang the U-turn. That's how we handle the migrant crisis. But anyway, quote, we are meeting the immediate needs with the money that we have, Mayorkas said during a press gaggle on Air. That's what it is, a fucking gaggle. On Air Force One en route to tour damage from Hurricane Helene in south of North Carolina. Quote, we are expecting another hurricane hitting, he added. We do not have the funds. FEMA does not have the funds to make it through the season. And that is imminent. What is imminent? Look at this photo, guys. I want y'all to see this. Look at this photo. Okay? Critics pointed out that the Department of Homeland Security allocated $640.9 million this year and administer funds to aid state and local governments coping with the influx of asylum seekers through Mayorkas' office fired back late Thursday, insisting those funds couldn't be used for hurricane relief because Congress authorized them for the migrant crisis. Quote, this is easy. Mayorkas and FEMA immediately stop spending money on illegal immigration resettlement and redirect those funds to areas hit by the hurricane. Put Americans first. Texas Republican Governor Greg Abbott tweeted Wednesday. Now, let me jump in on Texas and Greg Abbott. The same federal government, this current administration, sued the state of Texas for defending its own borders. The federal government, the Biden administration, sued The state of Texas, each state has the right to defend its own borders. That's in the Constitution. I don't know how many public servants actually read it. That's in the Constitution. Texas is a state. But because they want the massive influx of unlawful immigration, they sued the state of Texas, had them tearing down the barbed wire and all of that. And this is why Governor Greg Abbott is correct here. Yeah, added Elon Musk, the billionaire owner of X and CEO of Tesla and SpaceX. Abbott is a top critic of Mayorkas' mass parole of asylum seekers into the U.S. after President Biden repudiated former President Donald Trump's Remain in Mexico policy, with the governor busing immigrants to Democrat-led jurisdictions such as New York City, forcing local budget cuts to house them. I wouldn't have even did that. I wouldn't have even done that. That's extra gas. That's tech. No, get him out of here. Now, I want to give y'all some backdrop to what Eric Adams said when he was on the Breakfast Club. Eric Adams is the Democrat mayor that's now under indictment by the same feds after he made the statement on the Breakfast Club saying, no, I wasn't asking for it to be a sanctuary city. Now, Eric Adams did ask for this to be a sanctuary city when he was the borough president of Brooklyn, right? He was with it. Then as he became mayor and started to see this, he goes, oh, no. And then he said to Charlemagne, he said, I was told that if I told ICE and sent those people to ICE, I would be breaking federal law. This is anything that I'm telling y'all. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Go look it up. It's right on the Breakfast Club. The Breakfast Club is scared to have Maj Touré on, right? But this is what he said. I wouldn't have even sent the migrants and unlawful immigrants into America. Now, let me be very clear. I'm a libertarian. I believe in free movement. Don't let me get fucked up. This is a very simple and complex conversation at the same time. But rights, the people to move freely, those rights have to be reciprocated. If I can't go to Tokyo and hang out indefinitely until I feel like it, and if I got to have a visa, and then the same thing should happen here. And if we got some reciprocity between states and they say, yeah, you come and drop your tourism dollars off, stay as long as you like, as long as you follow the laws of our land, then cool. If a country did that, I would be open to it too, because they bring in tourism dollars. But that's not what's happening here. This is an overall agenda by leftist politicians to make sure that folks can come in, and these people, we're going to give them $9,000. I got the numbers. I'm going to pull them up, and I want somebody to fact check these too. Okay? $9,000 don't require ID. Shift the voting in the direction that we want as the extreme left puppet masters. This is not complicated. This is not complicated. Over 2 years, more than $1.4 billion has been committed from FEMA-administered programs to support non-federal entities that are taking care of migrants. DHS, Department of Homeland Security, allocated $780 million for the migrant crisis last year through the FEMA Emergency Food and Shelter Program, which funds relief not associated with natural disasters, and the FEMA Shelter and Services Program, which was authorized in late 2022 by Congress to respond to the migrant crisis. The $640.9 million spent this year comes solely from the Shelter and Services Program. Now, here's where they try to give some pushback. As Security Mayorkas said, oh, wait, hold on. Let me go back. These claims are completely false, the Department of Homeland Security said in a statement Thursday to Fox News following the Republican outcry. I'm critical on the Republicans, too, because some of y'all goofballs voted for that shit. It wasn't all Democrats, and you know what I mean? As Secretary Mayorkas said, FEMA has the necessary resources to meet the immediate needs associated with Hurricane Helene and other disasters. Okay. So now they're saying FEMA has the necessary resources to meet the immediate needs associated with Hurricane Helene and other disasters. The Shelter and Services Program, SSP, is a completely separate appropriated grant program that was authorized and funded by Congress and is not associated in any way with FEMA's disaster-related authorities or funding streams, end quote. Listen to this. A relatively paltry $4 million has been paid directly to families and individuals in the week since Hurricane Helene ravaged the Southeast, killing at least 202 people and causing severe flooding damage from Florida to North Carolina. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre, whatever her name is, said Thursday. Guys, I want to step back for one quick second. I want to read y'all something else. Now, I want somebody to please prove me wrong on this. I found this on the internet, and it's a meme, and I don't want to believe that it's true. I do not want to believe that this is true. So I need one of y'all. I need one of y'all to please tell me that this shit is fake. Please prove me wrong on this. If you're just coming in, I'm going to read this to y'all real quick. If you're just coming in, if you're watching on X, repost this. If you're watching this on youtube.com/Maj Toure, share it. Let's hit the likes. All of the platforms that you're watching this on, hit the likes. The algorithm like the likes. Y'all know that Elon ain't buy all of them. And Elon tweet cred still popping on X Twitter. So we still got a long ways to go before we get full free speech on these social media platforms, right? So help us out with hitting the like and reposting. Help boost the signal. I want to read this to y'all real quick. And I want somebody to tell me that it's wrong. I need somebody to tell me that it's wrong. I want somebody to say, like our brother Bobby was like, nah, Maj, you got that wrong on this. And I was like, oh, tell me. Somebody please jump in like our brother Bobby did. Tell me. So far this year, the United States has given, I'm running numbers down, $24,400,000,000 to Ukraine, $11,300,000,000 to Israel, $1,950,000,000 to Ethiopia, $1,600,000,000 to Jordan, $1,400,000,000 to Egypt, $1,100,000,000 to Afghanistan, $1,100,000,000 to Somalia. Afghanistan's the bad guys, remember? And we just left them a sweet package of all of our Humvees and MRAPs and all of them guns that they telling you as Americans you can't have. They dropped that off. That don't count that. That don't include that. $1 billion to Yemen, $987 million. The numbers get lower as the countries get darker. Okay? $987 million to Congo. That's where all of the cobalt mines are. And there's also a proxy war there as well as Syria. Syria, $896 million to Syria. $9,000 per illegal immigrant that has entered the U.S. And Americans who lost everything to Hurricane Helene get $750. And FEMA talking that shit like, oh, we got it. Then why you ain't giving it up? I've heard reports of people saying it's 10 days to get the $750. This is them telling you that they don't give a fuck about you. Let's run it back again. Let's run it back again to another man-made. And I'm going to say another. I don't know if this one was man-made. I'm somewhat of a conspiracy theorist, solutionaries. That harp. Bro, they've been in Congo doing fucked up shit for some time. I'm going to send you some links. Syria, Yemen, and all of that. Come on. We already know that. That's been forever. Nonetheless, corporate wars. Excuse me. I said proxy wars. Corporate wars. Controlling, destabilizing the region so they can get the national resources. So I'm a conspiracy theorist to a degree with the harp shit in Hawaii. Okay? But I want to take everybody back real quick. Let's take it back. Let's go way back. Solutionary type shit. Solutionary back to the future. A few years ago, when COVID happened, and everybody was tight. And the government said, it's cool, we're gonna give you a stimulus package. We're gonna give you $1,200 when the global economy shut down. We're gonna give you a stimulus, we're gonna give you $1,200. So now they giving them even less than the $1,200. But the funny thing about the $1,200 is that was your motherfucking money, just like this $750 is. But the lion's share of all of that bread goes all the way over there to expand the empire. We are no longer the constitutional republic that we're supposed to be. We are Xerxes in the Persian Empire. We are no longer, I know we like to think we are, and I know a lot of you watching and listening want to be Leonidas in the 300. But our government is too fucking rogue and far gone. This is what it is. So they took some of that money that goes to expand the empire. They took most of it. And they're saying, oh, we ain't got enough, but make it enough. Remember that? Friday? It's the title of the video. The picture was great. Kamala said, here goes $750. Make enough. Remember on Friday when Smokey Mom gave him $2? She said she wants some cigarettes. He said, this ain't enough. Make it enough. Boom. Listen to what Bobby just said. Nobody cared about the Congo until they were killing the gorillas, and nobody has cared since. So when y'all tell me how awesome Elon is for these electric cars, I don't fuck with them Teslas. And listen, I think Elon's a genius. I think he's a slick dude. I think all of that. But he's a South African dude and knows what's going on with them lithium mines and them lithium batteries and cobalt mines and all of that. I'm not advocating for electric cars. I think he does genius stuff, but I'm not advocating for that. So the government could put a kill switch on it, stop you in your tracks. I seen motherfucking iRobot. And we got to tie all of this in, solutionaries. It's very important. Very important. We cannot act like this is just coinkydinks and isolated incidents. It's not. We got to be real about this. Bookworm says, this is why I rock with you, truth. Man, I took a Tesla one time and that shit ran out of battery on me within a night. Lie to you not. I ain't rocking with that. I'm not. So, cool, we can give credit where it's due, but we can call balls and strikes, pause, right up the middle. We can do that. Let's read a little bit more, solutionaries. Those funds are from a $10 million FEMA allocation that allows storm victims grants for $750 for groceries. Biden said Wednesday during an operational briefing in Hurricane Helene in North Carolina that, quote, it's going to cost billions of dollars to deal with the storm and all the communities affected. And Congress has an obligation to ensure the states have the resources they need. That's just talk. That's just talk. The lack of available FEMA funds stoked outrage amongst congressional Republicans who are not due back in session until after Election Day. Quote, the Biden-Harris administration took more than $1 billion tax dollars that had been allocated for FEMA for disaster relief and used it to house illegal aliens. Fumed Rep. Jim Jordan. That's my guy. Chopped it up with him a bunch of times over in CPAC. I'm going to post that picture of me and Rep. Jim Jordan. Now they've abandoned American hurricane victims in North Carolina, Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, and Tennessee. Rep. Tim Burchett, whose district neighbors the disaster zone tweeted, quote, FEMA spending over $1 billion on illegals while they leave Americans stranded and without help is treasonous. U.S. citizens are dying. Pray for our country, folks. Look at this picture. Look. What the fuck are you going to tell an American that is in that home? Oh, we got $750 for you. Make it enough. You understand? I'm talking to you all about this solutionary thing every day. And I'm so passionate about finishing our fundraising because they will not come help you. They will not come help us. They told you 1,200 and supposedly the most deadly virus attack in the world. If you're tapping in right now, hit the like button. Hit the like button, repost, share it. Come on, y'all. Listen to me. They're showing you with their actions and deeds. They're showing you what it is. You tell somebody this. We got $750 for you. Look at their life. Strewn out amongst the debris and rocks. What the fuck they gonna do with $750? And then you say, oh, we sent $9,000 to the dudes that just came over here because we just wanted them in here. Okay? Listen to it, guys. We connect these dots. We connect these dots. Bobby Baltimore says, I'm not going to lie, bro. You just shook me up about Elon. Never thought about the mining in Africa for batteries. That's his homeland. It is. I can't. The chessboard is grand, solutionaries. The key to winning the chess game is set up a piece over here and then get people thinking over there, but you running the play over there. Elon knows about the shit that's happening in the Congo. And you're advocating for more electric shit. Fuck that. So don't, I'm going to give you right about him hopping on Twitter and saying the right thing. All right, cool. He's got 200 million followers on X. No doubt. But we're going to talk about them Tesla cars catching on fucking fire with the big cobalt lithium batteries. We're going to talk about that too. Look at this, guys. Why am I so passionate about ending this fundraising? I want to only do work. The people need to, the Solutionary 9 Telegram group is over 1,000 strong already, and I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that. So if something like this happens, we can operate off of a Telegram sidebar. We're going to figure out another platform in addition as well, if you're a member of the group, because Telegram just agreed a few days ago to hand over the information to the feds if they ask. They put some pressure on the French dude who has over 500 million users, and he folded to the pressure, but don't know, ain't nobody talking about that. But my point is, there's over 1,000. It's cool for now. We're going to do a signal too here shortly. But my point here, Solutionaries, is this. We have a network of people in community that we got to stay tight knit with so we can organize outside of the government, because they're telling you that they don't give a shit about us. They're telling you it ain't a conspiracy theory. This is conspiracy fact. They are conspiring to send money to other places that you, under threat of jail or coercion, they're forcing you to pay. And then they try to act like if you figure out a way to figure out some of the tax code and spend all your money and not give it to them, that somehow you didn't pay your fair share. Come on, man. It's cat. Look at this. Look at this. $750. Why I'm so adamant about everybody pitching in, guys. We got 18. We need one building. We don't have one building that we can say everybody can come learn. And I'm talking about conservative and liberty-minded folks. Everybody can come learn and teach at this one building, and we build out from there. That's what our solutionary center is. And you paying it forward helps us keep more people on learning about this type of stuff. It's all connected. It's all connected. Let's read a little bit more. Rep. Eli Crane of Arizona added, quote, the Biden-Harris FEMA spent over $1 billion on funding illegal aliens. America last. Quote, connect the dots if you can, wrote Tim Murtaugh, an advisor to former President Donald Trump's campaign. DHS says FEMA might not have enough cash to help people through hurricane season, but in 2 years of a new Biden-Harris program, they spent $1 billion on housing and other service for immigrants. FEMA did not immediately respond to the Post's request for comment. I bet they didn't. I bet they didn't. I bet they didn't. This ain't a game, guys. This ain't a game. And I thought it was cap when I first heard it. I was like, man, y'all trolling. Y'all trolling. If you don't get out of here, that's not true. And this all ties in. Now, let me hit y'all with another quick doozy. Listen, guys, if you're coming in, we still need the super chats, guys. Guys, we keep these shows going because of your support. We need 10 donors at the $20 level. I'm going to interject that here and there. Give what you can. Give what you can. But we try to get 10 folks at the $20 level. That's why I messed it up yesterday. I fucked the math up all the way yesterday. This is not an accident, but this all ties in, guys. I want y'all to check this out next. Because that was one of the doozies, right? That was one of the doozies. Let's look at this next doozy. Check this out. Recent student loan debt forgiveness is making good on previous legislation. A federal judge.
I've never been more worried.
Hold on, let me close this
Everywhere you look,
Hold on,
states
y'all.
are banning abortion.
Pause. They talking about abortion. Listen to this. Biden administration can move forward with student loan forgiveness. Federal judge rules. Show of hands in the comment section. Y'all think this judge is a Democrat or a Republican? Let's find out. Somebody tell me if he's a Democrat or a Republican. Find out. Let me read a little bit more. A federal judge will let expire a temporary restraining order against the Biden administration's sweeping new student loan forgiveness plan, which could deliver relief to tens of millions of Americans. Let me be clear. This is CNBC, so they're going to give it like it's a positive slant, in my opinion. The plan could benefit as many as 3 in every 4 federal student loan holders when combined with the administration's previous efforts, according to an estimate by the Center for American Progress. U.S. District Judge Randall Hall in Georgia, appointed by Republican former President George W. Bush. We don't know if he's Democrat or Republican. Somebody look it up real quick. They telling you who he was appointed by. But let's see what he is. I don't know. Let's see. He delivered the win for the Biden administration late on Wednesday. So while we was talking about this other shit, they did that. That's the double whammy. The communists that want to do a controlled demolition on America, they do it in steps. They do it in process. Financial destruction is a part of getting everybody to tap into government dependency. Okay? The ruling means President Joe Biden may move forward. President Joe Biden. What the fuck? Main man ain't been around. He eating ice cream somewhere. But anyway, his puppeteers may move forward with his administration's student loan forgiveness plan just weeks before the November election. The development stems from a lawsuit against the aid package brought by 7 GOP-led states. Of course, it's GOP-led states. Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Missouri, North Dakota, and Ohio. Said the U.S. Department of Education's new debt cancellation effort is illegal. It is. But here's the silver lining to this. I read a little bit of this earlier, y'all. Here's the trick to this. However, Hall, the judge, because they package it like he was just like, yeah, let him do it. But here's the caveat. This is why you got to read deeper than the headlines. Hall found that Georgia lacked the standing to sue against the relief plan and could not be the venue for the case. That's the key. Y'all don't have standing. Not that the case is bullshit and I'm okay with Trump. Another state got to do it. The judge directed the case to be transferred to Missouri since the states claim Biden's plan would most harm student loan servicer MOHELA, or the Missouri Higher Education Loan Authority. On Thursday, the Republican-led states asked the federal judge in Missouri to decide if the plan will stay blocked. A spokesperson for the U.S. Department of Education said it appreciated the judge's ruling that Georgia had no legal basis to bring the case, but slammed the GOP movement to stop the relief. Quote, the fact remains that this lawsuit reflects an ongoing effort by Republican elected officials who want to prevent millions of their own constituents from getting breathing room on their student loans. Stop right there for a second, guys. I want to tell you what's really happening here. The reason why the cost of school is so high is because of the government involvement in backing the loans. Absolute, unlimited, printed money. The schools go, oh shit, it's printed money and it's easy for the kids to get the loan, raise the price. Cool. And then the bailout happens. And then when all of the bailout happens, that money goes somewhere. What do? When people say we took losses or to pay these loans, they print up more money. This is the same thing. It's the economics of it. But if you understand the civics of why this should not be done, but civics and social studies aren't in the schools. If you understand the civics and the constitutionality or lack thereof of this, you see that it's the same thing. Let's just, FEMA, we ain't got the money. Print up some more. Devalue the dollar. Your savings, your investments, devalue the dollar. So now you got to damn near invest at hyper warp speed to stay ahead of inflation and then the hyperinflation. This is the game they playing. NBA Game 2K4 is our first super chat at $2. Bookworm says, now Kamala's saying she wants to lower the qualification for government jobs to a high school degree. This is all a part of the same cap, guys. If we devalue the currency, make the people defenseless, give them horrible food, they don't understand civics. This is a holistic approach to a controlled demolition of a nation. I'm not saying this because I'm super smart. I've just looked at all of the history of what happened when empires and republics fell. This is what happens. This is why the founder said, do not centralize the money supply. Remember that? Nixon, off the gold standard. Tricky Dick. Even before that, the creation of the Federal Reserve. Everybody should tap into the creature from Jekyll Island. This is all connected. And when you start saying it this way, people act like you got 8 ears or 15 eyes. Because they've made our attention span short, so we're not looking at a bigger picture. Okay? John Glasgow with the second super chat. Appreciate the work, pay it forward. I've taken all the classes. I'm better for it. Do you have someone available to talk legally, lessening our tax burden? We're working on that now. For what I can say from the very gate, everybody should get a copy, download it, find it out for free. Matter of fact, I'm going to put it in the solutionary group. The tax code, the United States tax code. Get it. Use it. Okay? Let's read a little bit more. The fact remains, because that's what he was saying. They want to prevent millions of their own constituents from getting breathing room on their student loans. No, some Republicans are actually conservative, and fiscal conservatism is a part of limited government. And they might have an understanding of how fucking economics works. Maybe they ran across some Austrian economics, maybe. So it's not that we want the students to suffer. First of all, you signed up for that fucking blue hair dye, $100,000 college price. So it's not that they don't want them to have breathing room. They understand the economic impact of what happens. The dollar has dropped like however much percentage in like 5 years. It's not that. Let's read on a little bit more. Quote, we will not stop fighting to fix the broken student loan system and provide support and relief to the borrowers across the country. The government created the problem with student debt by backing unlimited loans. That's who did it. It's not, it's the system is, no, when the government got involved in it, and then it's an unlimited supply of money that y'all gonna back them. If they default, we're gonna back them. It's the same thing with the banks. The banks can loan out money 10 to 1. You get $1 million, you can loan out $10 million. And if everybody defaults, the FDIC, the Fed, will print up more money and back you on those loans. When that happens, it's a fucking cartel. And the banks go, cool, we're going to hit them back and forth. We're going to interest, we're going to do this, we're going to legal fees. It's the same concept. Oh, raise the price of the class. We want to build our campus. We want to have an awesome stadium. Yeah, it's $100,000 to get your fucking culinary arts degree and or political science major, whatever. This is the play. But if the general public doesn't see that across all boards, then they fall victim to it. Reading on, Biden's plan would forgive student debt for 4 groups of borrowers: those who owe more than they originally took out because of the interest, people who've been in repayment already for decades, inflation, printing money, students from schools with a low financial value. Why did you go there? And those who qualify for loan forgiveness under an existing program but haven't applied for it yet. Guys, the writing is on the wall. This is a potential controlled demolition of the economic ability of our nation. Then acting like plumbers, tradesmen and women, electricians, dock workers, because that's another conversation. Guys, we have to get more people involved. If you're in a solutionary group and you have a skill, help us teach other people the skill. Growing food, basic carpentry, basic mechanics. You have to develop skills and trades, and they make that person look like they're the wild, underqualified person. All of the movies do it. The corporate black chick or white chick doesn't want to talk to the mechanic. I know mechanics doing $250 annually because don't nobody know how to do shit no more. Guys, this is not isolated incidents. It is a connected. It's like, I don't know if you guys ever saw Sherlock Holmes with Robert Downey Jr. The second one, when he started putting together that web of how all of this tied into Moriarty. Is that. And when you can explain it, people just don't see the magnitude of it. This ain't like a 2-week plan. Trump got in the way. And I'm not saying that like Trump was the best thing and all. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying Trump got in the way of that. This what we trying to. You think this would have not been sped up under Hillary? Hillary was laughing that she fucking killed Gaddafi. You think she wasn't when she was over there running in the administration? You think she wasn't over there like this what we doing? Trump just happened to get in the way. They wanted her in the spot. We got to be careful. We got to think. We have to talk. We have to communicate. We have to work with each other. And I'm going to ask everybody to help. I need everybody to help, man. And I'm not saying this on the arrogant tip. I said this a few times in the... Uh-oh. We got a fire department.
There has been a report.
It's a fire, guys. The Fed's trying to get me out the building, guys. Oh, man. Solutionary. They're coming for a solutionary. They're trying to... What we got? What we got, guys? We're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. Solutionaries. If that ain't a sign, listen. There has been a report. Solutionaries. We're going to wrap up. We need everybody's help. We need everybody's help. GiveSendGo.com/solutionary. We have 1,800 more $100 donors needed. For all of the support. Dr. Donna with the $10 super chat. Appreciate that. For every one of you that give $100 or more, you get access to all 3 of the classes, all 3 of the curriculums, online classes, the Solutionary Non-Telegram group access, half off of a t-shirt every single month, okay? Access to the Black Guns Matter television show, episode 1. We need your help. We cannot rely on the government. They're telling us, when you connect these dots, they're showing you exactly what is fucked up and how they're trying to fuck you over. Okay, guys, this is important. GiveSendGo.com/solutionary. If there's no other questions, I'm going to get out of here, guys, because that noise is going to be all over the place. I got to make sure. I'm going to go grab an AR real quick, make sure shit is cool. But on a serious note, we're going to wrap up. Share this all over the place. Share this all over the place. Thank you, Guns and Chocolate. Appreciate that. Share this all over the place. GiveSendGo.com/solutionary. We need the help. I am tired and we running out of gas. We need a fill up. We need everybody to help fill the gas tank up. We need you guys to support. It's very, very important. GiveSendGo.com/solutionary. We need all of the help that you guys can give. Share this all over the place. I will see you guys tomorrow. 6 p.m. No, I won't. Not tomorrow, guys. We'll be teaching the class in Chicago. So I'll see you guys Monday evening, 6 p.m. at youtube.com/Maj2Ray. Thanks again, guys. Be safe. Be solutionary.